Oh, guess what? We're going to talk about passive income today! Woo! Now, as a real estate investor, you know, or a new real estate investor who's trying to figure out what's going on, you know that passive income is pretty much the name of the game. So I want to talk about a couple terms today, some vocabulary words that you really need to understand to be able to make passive income work for you. Alrighty? First up, mortgage. All right. I help women buy investment houses all across the country. And when we buy houses, we have to talk about a mortgage payment because I don't know many people that are just going out and writing a check and buying a house in cash. In fact, I've done that twice. It was a terrible decision. I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. But if you're not writing a check and paying cash for houses, then you just have to make a mortgage payment. This will also work. Let's say you have a house that you don't live in anymore and you want to rent it. This would be a great way to make passive income and not have to go buy a house. All right. Lots of people bought a little house and then moved into a bigger house, but then they didn't sell their old house. So they could have passive income coming in from their old house. But let's just assume that you want to go out and start buying houses. And so you're trying to figure out how much passive income you can make from buying houses. The first thing we have to talk about is the mortgage payment. Because, like I said, you're probably not going to write a big check. But you could write a check every month. And that's your mortgage payment. This is what you agree to pay with your seller every single month. Whether they have a mortgage on their house or whether it's free and clear, you're going to make a payment to somebody, to the bank, to the seller, to a trust account. You're going to make a payment every single month on this house. We're going to call that the mortgage. Okay? The mortgage. Mortgage, in Old Latin or Old English or wherever it came from, mortgage means, well, mort means death. And loosely translated, mortgage means pay until you die. All right. So let's assume we're going to have a 30-year mortgage and that we're going to have low monthly payments. Then on the flip side of that, on the fun side of real estate investing, we're going to rent this thing out. We're going to rent this house out. Whether we're making payments on it straight to the bank and it's in our name, whether we're buying the house on a lease option or owner financing, it doesn't matter. We're going to rent this house out. We're not actually going to move into this house because we're trying to create passive income. And if we live in it, we're not making any money with it. Don't move into your investments. Rent them out. That's where we make the money, honey. Okay, so we are paying out the mortgage, but we are collecting rent every single month. Hopefully, right? Yes. So now, when we collect the rent in every month, and rent, you know, lots of people have paid rent at some point or another. Maybe you rented a house right out of college. Maybe you rented an apartment while you were in college. Maybe your parents always lived in a rental house. Like, lots of people just understand what rent is, all right? Rent is money that is paid out and it doesn't go towards the purchase price or you don't get any credit for it. It's just your privilege for staying in this property for this month. That's what rent is. But when you're a landlord, rent becomes more exciting than I guess when you're paying it out. When you're collecting rent, that's how we're going to get our passive income so that we can leave our jobs or retire our husbands or just have fun money. Okay? So rent is at the top because it comes in, a mortgage payment goes out. All right? However it is you're buying houses, rent comes in to your account when you're the landlord, and the mortgage payment goes out when you're the landlord. Whether you're doing it creatively or not, that's just pretty regular real estate. Okay? So the math gets in here now. So rent payments come in, mortgage payments go out. Right? Rent payments come into the account, mortgage payments go out of the account. Hopefully, there's a spread there. Hopefully, you're collecting more rent than you're having to pay out in the mortgage. And that's where we get our passive income. All right? Hopefully, we're collecting more rent than we're having to pay out, which leaves us our passive income. And that's what we want, right? We want to collect more in rent than what we're paying out in the mortgage, because when there's a spread between rent collected and the mortgage paid out, when there's a spread, now we've got some passive income. All right? I have 3 different ways that I can collect passive income, and I'll do another video on that for you because there is more than one way to collect passive income. This is just the most regular way that most folks just understand right off the bat, and it's very regular. This is so normal, and it's been going on for so long that most of you understand. Hopefully, more rent comes in than the mortgage going out, so you have passive income off the spread. I hope that makes sense. Let's do an example, though. All right? Let me move this. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Okay, ta-da! New board! Let's see. All right, so this is still passive income that we're talking about. And let's do a little example here, okay, ladies? So let's say that we have a house and we are paying $800 a month in the mortgage. All right? Our mortgage payment to the bank or to the seller, or however we've got this deal situated, our mortgage payment is $800. But we can rent this house at a minimum. Hopefully you'll get more, but let's just work with some easy math. We can rent this house for $1,000 a month. And we are working off the spread here. Okay, this is very regular, very straight real estate and passive income. All right, so if we subtract 800 from 1,000, we're making $200 a month, right? We're making $200 a month because our mortgage payment out on this property is $800, but we're collecting $1,000 in. Like, this is very regular stuff. All right, I hope this doesn't feel like brain surgery. Now, $200 minimum on just one way to make passive income. $200 isn't really that exciting. I mean, $200 will pay for your manicure and pedicure every month, but it won't quite cover a root touch-up every month. You know what I mean? Or maybe you do your roots one month, but you don't have anything to cover your hair and nails. But then you definitely don't have any passive income to do your lashes. Like, the struggle is really all we need, more passive income, right? So, this is just on one house. But we can multiply this by the number of houses that we have under our control. And that is limitless. Seriously, you could buy 10 houses in the next year and not work every month of the year. You could take November and December off. Or you could start in November or December and not have to work June and July while your kids are out of school. If you will buy one house a month every single year for 2 or 3 years, you'll be amazed at how fast your life changes because this passive income gets multiplied by property. And remember, this is just one way. I have 3 ways to make passive income off every single house. But this is just one way. You'll have to catch that other video. So let's say you work in real estate. You buy 10 houses every year for the first year. You buy 10 houses a month every month for the first year. Okay? That means you're going to buy 10 houses. Well, 10 times 200 means at the end of the year, you are now bringing in an extra $2,000 every single month. If you can collect $200 a month passive income off one house, then you can do it off 10 houses. And once you hit 10 at $200 a month, now on that 10th month, when you get that 10th house, now you're bringing in an extra $2,000 a month. And that is real passive income. That is real passive income. That you get to put in your pocket. You get to put it in your purse. That $2,000 is now real passive income that you get to hold on to forever and ever. Amen. Just by doing real, regular real estate deals. And just one a month. That's not even like working full time in real estate investing. I've got lots of ladies that buy one house a month and they still work a job. And they're still a mom and a wife and a Sunday school teacher and all the other things that women do. But $2,000 a month in less than a year, that is exciting because $2,000 a month, now that'll make your mortgage payment on your house. That'll definitely get your mani and pedi every single month. That'll make your hair appointment, your lash appointment, and your car payment for you, depending on how you split it all up. Right? You know what I mean? This passive income in real estate investing is amazing. And it's one and done. You set it up once a year, and then it rolls for 12 months. It's not something that you have to keep going after. I mean, I know a lot of MLMs talk about, oh, you can add $2,000 a month, blah, 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 blah. But holy hustle, y'all. You have to do a lot of parties and a lot of organizing and a lot of delivering and a lot of work to collect that $2,000 from an MLM every single month. In real estate investing, you seriously set it up once and you get $200 a month every single month from each one of your houses. If you bought 2 houses every month for a year, that would be 24 houses times $200. Holy smokes. 2 houses a month. Now we're talking about $4,800 coming at you every single month for getting 2 houses a month. I don't know about y'all, but that's some pretty sexy passive income. $4,800 a month for working 1 year and buying 2 houses a month, that's just a house every other week, which is totally possible. And $200 is the minimum. I have a lady in Washington State right now. She's getting $600 a month off her very first house. So if she gets $600 a month off every house she buys for the rest of the year, I mean, I can't even compute that off the top of my head, but it's a whole lot better than $200. I mean, what would you do with an extra $2,000 a month? This is passive income. I mean, seriously, that's somebody just paying your mortgage on your house for the rest of your life until they pay it off. You don't have to put another dime into it. Maybe that would make your mortgage payment, your internet payment, your cable payment. I mean, $2,000 a month can go a long ways, especially when it's totally passive. You don't have to clock in for it. You just get a payment notification at the beginning of the month. Cha-ching! Yes, please. All right, ladies, you can totally do this. This is where I want you to start, and then I want you to grow from there. I want you to do this math again. Figure out how many houses at what spread you need to make $10,000 a month. And guys, like $1,000 a month for rent, that's cheap. What if you were buying houses that were paying $2,000 a month? What if you could collect $1,000 a month in the spread? You may not need 10 houses. Or if you did 10 houses at $1,000 a month, that's $10,000 in less than a year, every month in passive income. I help women do this all over the country all the time. Y'all send me a message if you have any questions, or you can go to WhitneyNicely.com and check out what we have available. WhitneyNicely.com. But let me help you get your passive income on autopilot.